Welcome back, everyone. If you've been coughing, sneezing, you have a sore throat, runny nose, you probably have symptoms of the common cold. But get this, there are more than 200 different viruses known to cause the common cold, and this time of year, almost every surface is covered with them. Joining us now with tips to protect ourselves from getting sick is Dr. Jill. Good to have you back, Dr. Jill.
Thank you for having me back.
Oh, it's a pleasure to have you here. Thanks for coming in. Let's talk about cures. There have been things that people have been swearing by for thousands of years now. Does anything really work?
Not really.
Oh, shoot.
In the thousands of years, nothing cures the common cold, but there are things that can make you feel a little better.
Like what?
Good old chicken soup.
Why? How does that work?
I don't think there's any real definite answer as to why it works, but it makes you feel better. And it's something soothing, it soothes your sore throat, and some say it decreases an inflammatory process.
I read the other day that if you start taking zinc early enough, you can cut the length of your cold by about 40%. Is this true?
There have been some relationships now saying that zinc actually does help decrease the symptoms of the cold.
Good to know. All right, let's talk about what I just used, hand sanitizer. Is it our friend or is it our foe?
It's your friend. And as long as it has an alcohol base to it, it can be very helpful in getting rid of the germs on your hands. However, more importantly, good old soap and water can be better.
Okay, now I've heard that if you use too much of this, not only will you dry out your hands because of the alcohol that's in there, but you don't build up a resistance to, I don't know, bacteria. Is this true? Or?
I don't know that that's true or not. I think it's very safe to use. If you don't have the ability to use soap and water, hand sanitizer is the way to go.
Okay. Proper ways to cough and sneeze.
That's really important. Obviously, when we entered the show, I didn't do it the proper way.
No, you didn't.
They used to say cover your mouth and use your hand, but now they're saying don't do that. And really, you need to use your elbow. So when you sneeze down, go into here, because that's not coming in contact with anything. And you're not touching surfaces after with your elbow. So that really can offer some protection.
I was at the store last night, and I just took my whole shirt and put it over me and sneezed into my chest. Was that okay?
That'll work.
I'm not shaking anybody's hand with this down here.
The other thing is, grab a Kleenex.
Yes.
Grab this and then sneeze into the Kleenex and then discard it.
You know, the message is really getting through to the kids, because I've really noticed now that anybody under the age of 20 is automatically doing that, which is kind of nice to see. Okay, what if we live with somebody who's sick? Because usually it just spreads through the whole household.
It does, and actually the viruses can live on certain surfaces. Usually they say it can live between minutes and up to 48 hours. So unfortunately, you know, just keeping things nice and clean might help decrease it, but really if you're in close contact with someone with the cold, you're probably going to get it.
You follow behind them with the wipes, and just everything that they touch, you wipe down.
Spray Lysol all over the
Yes.
air.
What about airplane travel? Because once you're confined in that space, you're confined for a long time sometimes.
You said it. It's the confinement that's the problem. It's not actually going up in the air or anything related to the airplane, but when you're in a small confined space and people are coughing and germs are flying, it's possible that you're going to get exposed.
Now, I know that weather has nothing to do with catching a cold. If you go outside and you get cold, remember your mom used to say, you'll catch a cold. But you can't catch a cold because it's cold out. But why is it people seem to have more colds this time of year? Is it because we're inside more or what?
I'm not sure. Actually, they say that the most frequent time that you get colds are in the fall and the spring. Summer and winter is the least likely time for you to get it.
Interesting. And again, if someone is sick at home, is everything contaminated?
If they touch it,
it's contaminated.
It's contaminated.
Okay, get your wipes and follow along. Dr. Jill, thank you very much. Stay healthy.
Thank you.
And remember to cough into that.
Cough into your hand, elbow.
Yes. Lindsay, over to you.